Good morning. It is March the 1st, 2017. We'll kick off with our usual disclaimer. Hypothetical simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. I hope y'all had a great evening. A much anticipated and awaited for Trump's speech has been characterized as long on rhetoric, short on specifics, but very presidential. And the speech last night was a good one, in my opinion, but again, it was short on specifics. What he did reiterate was that we were going to have big tax cuts for businesses and the middle class. The infrastructure project would go on. We're going to rebuild America. Defense spending would increase. Cut rules and regulations. Work on getting better education in the inner cities. All campaign promises. Spent a long time talking about members of the armed service, policemen, law enforcement, the sacrifices that they do make, and how the divisiveness has to stop. We're going to be back behind them 100%. So overall, the speech was taken as a pretty good one, and equities around the globe soared. I was watching the markets when he started his speech, and the first reaction in the E-mini was down. But it held. We had a big long bar, and then it steadily came back. And then when the speech was over, traders came in and took it up overnight. So we have new contract highs in the E-mini and our other indexes, and no reason not to think they won't go higher this morning, which will pressure treasuries. We do have a lot of news this morning. Personal income. Plus 0.3, personal spending, plus 0.3, core PCE plus 0.3. That's unusual to have them all coming in. Core PCE is Janet Yellen's, the Fed's favorite measure of inflation. The focus will be personal spending. That'll be the first thing out. Then we have markets PMI at 54.4. ISM manufacturing 56.4. That'll be the second news focus. Construction spending, no one pays any attention to it. Every now and then it comes in higher or at forecast. Usually it's below. I would assume it'll be below. And crude plus 1.5 million barrels. Yesterday the APIs were plus 2.5, so most of the time they're in line with each other. Gasoline built 1.8, and distillates drew 3.7. Now distillates are a transportation industrial fuel. They're no longer heating oil, so if we get similar numbers right here, I believe that the economic increase in economic activity, optimism, and stuff are being reflected on the business side of the ledger. Everybody's kind of puzzled about why gasoline demand has fallen, and the consensus opinion is teleworking, which could be true. Sell 1, 2330 to 02. I'm going to jump the second one up to 07 to 11. A lot of times we'll see a low in the WX or Y period right here. We may have the low end, so basically we'd like to sell against the buck to see if we can take out 23.26. On the buy side, because I think we're going lower, I'm going to take 17 to 21, buy 1. 9 to 13 by 2, and we'll put a question mark at 24. Might go just a little bit lower than come back. So, two Fed governors yesterday spoke for interest rates sooner rather than later. One of them said no. Keep it the way that it is. So again, we're getting split information. Janet Yellen speaks on Friday at 1 o'clock. Her speech will be widely anticipated, and they will pay attention to it. Like the short side first, we can't bust the 24-26 area, we can trade long. Okay, we have the same problem. The overnight markets usually get rid of all the buying and sell orders. We have rejected prices below 50.10. We're at 16, so 8 to 12 will be number one. 1 to 5 leaning against the buck will be buy one. 21.25 will be buy two. You should be in the June contracts in both the 30-year and the 10-year note. Sell 1, 20 to 24. Excuse me, number 1, 20 to 24. Sell 27s to 31s. And 3 to 7s. The Trump effect, higher interest rates, more economic activity, economic growth returning, reflation. I always love it when they say reflation. When you go back and we look at the numbers, it looks like it's at least 2% annually. And if you buy food stuff, it's higher than that. If you buy rent, it's higher than that. Gold is lower for the same reason treasuries are. If interest rates are going up, you can't eat gold. You can eat the interest that on treasuries. Sell gold. Okay, definitely a B. So our high volume area right in here, 44, 46, sell 1. 48 to 50, sell 2. On the buy side, 39.41 buy 1, 35.37 buy 2. Again, am I fading in and out for everybody, or is it just me and my voice? Sometimes I fade in and out, Nancy. Dollar is strong, and currencies are off, both the yen and the euro. The United States economy is going to grow. Money is going to flow into the United States. Everything is going to look better. Buy dollar-denominated securities, buy real estate, buy factories, you name it, across the board. Okay, 105.50 was I believe our first buy zone yesterday. Yeah, it was. We've gotten through that, so we're selling against 50. And 75, sell 1, sell 2. On the buy side, first buy is 105.25. I really like the short side better, as you know. And I could get long at 105 and then play for stops below 105 and profit taking thereafter. Crude oil inventory day. Quite often we look at 30 to 40 ticks before the numbers hits, and we get our explosion. So basically 53.75 would be the bottom. Add 70 to that. That would take us up to 53.50. So in the day session, 30 to 40. So we could. We'll have to see where we open right now. If we had 30 ticks, that would take us up to 54.50. If we had 40 ticks, it would take us up to 54.60. Stops above the high 2 days ago. That would be above 54.60. So sell 1, 25 to 50. Sell 2, 75 to the buck. The rally started yesterday on an article that OPEC has gone from 90% compliance to 94% compliance. And there was also an article out that Russia was ahead of their cuts in production. And that's what gave us that late rally. Buy 1 will be 53.50.75. Buy 2 will be 53, even 53 and a quarter. Well, we have a cool down today. We're going to be in the low 50s, and we're supposed to be 70 plus on the weekend. So, I mean, spring has come. My forsythia hopefully lives. The earliest I've ever seen it come out is March the 11th. It came out this past weekend and promptly got hit with a 2 nights of temperatures in the low 20s. So hopefully it'll still be standing this summer. This is a great place to be in the nursery business because you get winter kill of something every year. Too dry, a really, really deep freeze, a late freeze. You name it, we get it. Okay, the E-mini's trading higher. Can't fight the tape. We've rolled from 2,300 calls. We're going to open at 23.75 this morning, so roll your calls to the 2,400. If you're in the 23.75s, take your profits. And to me, it's about the only way to play the E-mini now these days, where we just don't have any volatility. That or 10-minute charts. Okay, the buying started in earnest in Frankfurt. All over the map. So the Asia bought. See the Asian market's up collectively 175. Europe was up 393 collectively. So everything is pointed higher. I mean, we're at resistance right now. So 80, 85, 90 to 95. So first sell, I think we can go a little bit higher right here. It'd be 79 to 81. Really don't care too much for the short side of the market. Then 84, 86 for sell 2. On the buy side, the breakout came from 73. So London low was 71 and a half. Last rotate down was that. So 70, 73 is going to be buy 1. And it may take us 75 to get in. They make us pay up. 64, 66 by 2. Can't fight the tape. Not really interested in the short side of the market. I sound like a broken record. Okay, it will take a bit to get everything up and published and placed and set. I'm going to do that. I will be back with you as soon as possible.